Hi and happy Monday.
Happy Monday, everyone. We've got a pretty cool video that took a little bit of thought on this one.
Yes, it did.
What are we doing?
Well, we thought it would be fun to come up with a list of fish that are perfect for relaxation. Chilling out by your tank that won't stress you out.
And how many fish are we doing?
We're doing 10.
10 fish. 10 fish that are actually relaxing to watch. Now, we struggle with this a little bit because it's 10 relaxing fish, but they can't be boring, right? So
yeah.
This is not going to be a list of fish that don't ever move. Like, well, that was relaxing. Well, yeah, but you could have just watched a tank full of rocks or something. Yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm. And you have to be able to see them. So that means no big hiders.
I guess that's a good point, too.
Because that's not relaxing either.
All right, now, with this list, we had a debate about one in particular. It didn't make the top 10. We're going to share it with you at the end of the video, but we really need you to settle this debate. Let us know in the comments section below what your thoughts are. Okay,
yeah.
Number one.
Number one, can I start?
Yes.
With the most relaxing fish of all time, the Betta.
The Betta.
Yay!
It can be relaxing.
Yes, generally speaking. You do have some that are, have very excited personalities, but generally speaking, they're very beautiful to watch. They just swim very flowing, and I love Bettas, so.
They are pretty cool. So yeah, I would agree with that. Bettas are a good, relaxing fish. I find them to be a little bit more relaxing when they're on their own, as opposed to with other fish. It just seems that, at least in our experience, they are a little bit more comfortable. So I like it. Okay. My first one is the angelfish. I like angelfish. Now, it depends on how you're keeping them. So please understand that there are going to be exceptions to everything we talk about, and so much of it depends on how you're keeping the fish. But I really do like angelfish. When they're younger, they are a little bit more active. They are your typical cichlid. They eat like they've never seen food in their life. But as they get older, they tend to relax a lot more. And it can be a very relaxing thing if you've got an angelfish in a tank just kind of chilling out and swimming around slowly and exploring the tank. Now, if you keep multiples together, that might change a little bit, but an individual angel can be pretty relaxing to watch.
Quite lovely. Okay.
What do you got? Number 3.
Another fish very near and dear to my heart, the Severum.
That's a very good choice. The Severums are.
And great to take pictures of.
They do tend to pose a lot.
Yeah, because they do love to pose, and they swim very slow, and they're very personable and relaxing.
Just like Bettas and angelfish, the Severums, there are lots of different types. So they've got the gold. In our fish room alone, we've got golds, we've got red spotted golds, we've had greens, we've had red shoulders. So there are a number of different types of Severums, but once again, it depends on how you keep them. If you're keeping multiples together, especially multiple males, they may tend to argue a bit, so that might not be as relaxing. But if you have a Severum as like your centerpiece fish in a larger tank, it can be a very relaxing fish to watch.
Yes, look forward to enjoying your tank.
By the way, before I forget, if you are interested in learning more about many of the fish that we feature in this video, there will be species profiles in the description below. Number 4.
Your turn.
My turn. Discus. If you're
we
talking
don't
about,
have any.
We don't have any. When you're talking about relaxing fish, if you've ever seen a tank full of discus, that can be a very therapeutic almost thing to watch. It was one of my favorite tanks that we saw when we went to the aquarium in Missouri.
Yeah.
And that was that 3,000 gallon discus tank, and it was amazing. So many cool fish with so many bright colors. They can be a little bit harder to keep in terms of water parameters and tank maintenance, but amazing looking fish.
Oh yeah. If you're gonna watch that tank, kiss your afternoon goodbye.
All right. Are we on number 5?
Yes. Another one of my favorites. So I guess I have a favorite, and a super favorite.
Thus a top 10.
Yes. The pea puffers. Actually, any puffers, because they all have a very unique swimming style. They kind of float like a little helicopter around. It's just fascinating to watch. And if you're ever stressed out, just watch pea puffers.
Yeah, pea puffers, not only are they relaxing to watch, they look like they're always thinking, and so maybe you can have a telepathic conversation with your pea puffer, or any puffer for that matter.
I would love to, because I would tell them that I love them.
I'm sure it'll make you smarter in the end. All right, number 6. This is one that I like quite a bit, the Frontosa. I really love Frontosa. We have just one in our 150, but especially when you see a colony of Frontosa that have kind of got their hierarchy worked out, they can be very relaxing to watch. They're not real high energy, but they have purposeful movements, and they are absolutely gorgeous fish when they get older. Very cool.
Yeah. Okay. My next pick is very close to the Frontosa. A little smaller.
Okay.
Shrimp.
I was like, I don't remember us having one that was similar to Frontosa.
Gotcha.
Okay, shrimp.
Oh, they can move around somewhat quickly. However, they're fascinating to watch. I just love them. I find myself watching. We have a tank in the kitchen. We also have, we've got a number of tanks now with shrimp.
We probably got 4 or 5 at least.
Having a little problem with shrimp now because the more you get them, the more colors you see, especially Flip Aquatics, who is a channel sponsor. They have countless numbers of different colors of shrimp, and they're fascinating and, may I say, quite adorable.
They are. So yeah, and again, the cool thing is the variety, right? That's it's not just one type of shrimp. You can get orange and blue and red and yellow, and
they have fun names, bees,
yeah,
bumblebees.
So very cool. Okay, mine. Are we on number 8?
They're not bumblebees, they're Taiwan bees.
Yeah, I was like, what's a bumblebee? Anyway, number 8. And this is an unusual one. This is one that maybe some of you have not heard of before, but I really love our leaf Ctenopoma. We have one in the 75-gallon behind us that has been there for many, many years. And these fish are another one that's extremely relaxing.
Yes.
And they're a little bit predatory, so it's not like something you would put in with a bunch of small neons. Otherwise, you would just have a lot of expensive feeder fish. But they are very graceful in their movements. They're slow and methodical and extremely relaxing to watch. They tend not to really bully other fish. In fact, they just they're like a loner.
They're kind of like a leaf.
Yeah, most people don't, or most fish, I should say, really ignore them. They ignore most other fish, and they're really fun to watch. Very relaxing.
Okay, my last pick.
Okay.
All right. Very tiny, also like the shrimp, the Heterandria formosa. Very tiny, 7th tiniest little freshwater fish. They are very enjoyable and relaxing to watch. They move very slowly. They are very peaceful and very cute as well.
And what's cool about them is you can keep them in a smaller tank, and they're not particularly hard to breed. So
apparently not.
They just kind of do their thing. They're live bear, kind of like what you would imagine like a guppy. Not tons of color like some of the fish that we've talked about, but they are a lot of fun to watch.
And we have them with shrimp.
Absolutely.
In a couple of tanks.
Yeah.
And that's a fun little mix too.
It is.
Because you have 2 relaxing fish in the same tank.
And your shrimp can provide the color.
Yes.
All right, for this last one, number 10.
Drum roll.
It is very different than shrimp and Heterandria formosa.
A little bit.
And it requires a rather large tank, and that is the Arowana. I find these fish absolutely fascinating. The fish that we saw in that large 16,000-gallon South/Central American / many American tank that we were at in Missouri, they had some really awesome Arowana there, and they were mesmerizing to look at. It's definitely a fish. If I had at least an 8 to 10 foot tank, then I might consider it, but you definitely need a larger tank. But very cool, extremely relaxing to watch. When I see them, I'm going to have to sit down and watch them for a while.
They're impressive.
All right, so here we've got the one that was under disagreement, let's say, and now you're gonna help us.
One said no.
You want to tell them which one it was?
Sure. Okay, you ready? You need to vote and say, would you put this in a relaxing tank? Would you not? The Cory cat.
Now, my philosophy was yes. I think they should be in the top 10, which would have then made it a top 11. But I find them very relaxing. They're very non-aggressive. They're a little bit goofy, but I tend to think they are relaxing. Now, you said no.
I said no. Yes, they're very cute. They're fun to watch, but I consider them very, they can be kind of skittish, and they can kind of zoom around the tank. So, I don't know. It was just not, I wouldn't put them in relaxing fish.
Okay, you thought they were a little too active. Well, and you said they could be boring too, because they don't move. So they're either moving or they're not moving. And when they're moving, they're too...
Yeah, and I could be drawing on my own personal, tanks.
Yeah. You could be drawing on your own personal misconceptions. So, I'm going to hear about that one after this video you watch. in the comment section below, please let us know what you think.
Yeah, let us know that you don't think they're relaxing.
Thank you so much for being here. We will definitely see you in the next one.
Bye.